Alright everybody, and welcome back to another new world between the streams. Today, we're going to be going over a little bit of my thoughts on the wars that have been going on, as well as giving a brief update as to what's going on with my character and what I'm working on in the game. But before we do anything else, let's take a look at this map. Right now, a lot has changed for us. We've got couple yellow factions slowly starting to get stronger and push their way in. Monarch's Bluff was, I don't want to say sold or forfeited, but it seems like there weren't very many people that signed up for that war, and we now have some green on the map, which is a good thing. I like to see that everybody has their own little space. There still are a lot of wars going on, actually. Almost too much so. For my company, Stray Dogs, we own 3 territories currently, which is actually working against us. We never intended to get 3, maybe 2, 1 in game zone, 1, middle of the map zone here. We got Everfall real early on, like day 1. Our members were really loyal and dropped a bunch of money. I myself put in 12k towards the 100k purchase of Everfall. And then I dropped maybe another 7 to help them also claim Ebonscale. Now, these are really nice territories. We did end up winning a war for Windsward. Now, we're easily, because we own Everfall, we are easily able to pay all of our taxes and our upkeep, and most of these areas, even though there's a bug going on right now, have almost all tier 5 things, so it's like not really a big deal trying to keep up with all of that. Now, this is definitely a bug. All of these are tier 5. It's really weird that that bug is still a thing. But anyway, yeah, it's nice to see that we're getting some people pushing the yellow. A lot of purple factions went over, or companies actually rather, went over to yellow, which fortified them, made them a lot stronger, and I absolutely love it. I'm okay with competition. That's what makes the game fun. Don't want to see everything just dominated by purple and then the server die because nobody can do anything in the wars. But back to my company, having 3 territories is actually working against us because we now have 2 upcoming wars. And on the same day, and since you can only set 1 time, trying to defend both of these territories is going to be very rough. So I'm not going to go over what our plans are. I'll give an update after the war, but for the time being, that's going to be a mess. What I would like to see, as far as the wars are concerned, maybe a 48-hour cooldown before you can declare war again. Or maybe a slower progression of how quickly you can gain influence, something like that. Because things have been back to back to back to back wars for days on end, and people are getting a little bit of burnout. But anyway, moving away from war talk. My character, as you can see, I currently have my life staff, and I have a fancy sword and a shield. It wasn't my intention to put these on, but the shield is part of my luck gear, so I need a sword to make those stats actually work. A lot of people have been suggesting that our healers go heavy for our wars, just so that way we aren't getting focused as much. And being as at the moment I'm one of, if not the top healer for purple, I get focused a lot. I get focused a whole heck of a lot. I'm sure there's better healers out there, and I'm sure there's healers that are still leveling up that will pass me up. And my hope is that people start figuring that stuff out. It's really not that difficult. I think it's more about positioning than anything else. And another thing, as far as healing is concerned, get yourself the faction healing weapon. No matter what anybody tells you, the 580 is garbage. Please do the 580 healing weapon quest. Okay, do it, because these stats may change, but for the time being, the faction weapon, that blessed that's on there, 25% healing bonus, is massive. Okay, there's healers that I feel have better positioning than me, are sticking with their groups better than I am, and, you know, putting heals where they need to appropriately, that are still like 600k at the end of a war lower than I am. And what's putting me above others is that 25% healing. Get the faction weapon. Get it. We've done many tests. This weapon is massively better. Okay? And then if you have the chance, go into depths and also get this ring. Another 7% outgoing healing. Absolutely beautiful ring to have. Do not, as a healer, focus gear score when it comes to an item that has outgoing healing. Okay? Because the outgoing, as a healer, your job is to heal, not to, you know, have the highest gear score. Gear score will affect your overall armor and stuff like that, sure. But as long as you're dodging things in PvE situations, that doesn't matter. As long as you're positioning yourself appropriately in war, that doesn't matter. So get yourself anything that has healing output. And if it doesn't have healing output, try to get stuff that has refresh on it. This refreshing, reducing your cooldowns, the more often you can heal, the better it is for your party. Always having a heal buff up, massive. So make sure that you get these items when you can. Once you hit 350 focus, my thing would be absolutely start stacking a little bit of constitution. It can't hurt you. Because the longer you can stay alive, the better you can keep your party alive. If you are the first person to die in your team, everybody else in your party is just not in good shape after that. But yeah, that's probably the biggest updates I can give to everybody. They wanted us to run heavy. I'm running heavy. I'm fine with it. Ice Gauntlet, so you can get yourself some mana during war, or freeze somebody in place that's attacking you. Absolutely great. I am running the Sword and Shield right now, but that's only because I'm not in war. When I am in war, I usually run Ice Gauntlet. But you can also use your block in war if you really wanted to. Though, I'm hoping that once Void Gauntlet comes out, that Void Gauntlet will be probably the best thing for healers, because you'll be able to actually do some damage with focus weapons. And yeah, take care of yourself. But that's probably all we're going to go over today. Again, I will have an update after our double war coming up here on the 20th. I'll release a video of the actual war depending on which one I join. And then we'll go over what our strategy was and whether or not we succeeded or failed in that respect. But, as always, thank you everybody for stopping out. Remember to get in on them giveaways if there's any going on right now. They'll be down in the description down there. And like, subscribe, all that fun stuff because it helps me out massively. But for the time being, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay healthy out there, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.